Welcome to Love Audio's YouTube channel. My name is Paul Webber. Thank you so much for joining me. It's great to have you along this morning, this evening, this afternoon, tonight, wherever you are listening around the world. Please do let me know, won't you? If you're new here, especially type new in the comments. And if you are new, of course, you don't know me. My name, as I say, is Paul Webber. What is Love Audio production all about? Well, it's a safe, fun, friendly, and hopefully entertaining platform where you can learn the basics in audio production. So if you guys are on board with all of that, then let's get going. Now, as an experiment, we are streaming to not only YouTube tonight, but also Facebook. So I'm not sure whether this will work or not, but I am about to try and see if we are live on Facebook as well. If you are watching on Facebook, send me a message and see if it comes up in the chat, won't you? Rich says, "Is it just me that sees the title Ground Loop Isolator? What is it good for?" And wants to sing absolutely nothing. Say it again. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking that when I wrote it, Rich. I was thinking, there's a song there, isn't it? Ground Loop Isolator. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. Brilliant. Yeah, well done. So you spotted that as well. I'm glad I'm not the only one that was looking at that whilst I was setting things up. I'm just trying to find pages here. Hang on a second. Because I'm not entirely sure whether this will work or not. I'm trying to multitask, and I'm not really good at it. So, yeah, you have to bear with me, okay? Let's have a look here. Pages, menu. Goodness knows what's going on here. Let's have a look. Okay, I can't see anything on there. So if you are on Facebook, by the way, please do drop me a comment so that I know that it's actually working there, because it's not coming up on the actual interface, which is really bizarre. So maybe it is, maybe it isn't. We'll find out a little later on. All right. But anyway, if you are joining us on YouTube, then thank you so much for joining, of course. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you've not already done so. And make sure you click the bell icon. That will let you know when we go live next, which is generally every Monday night at 8 p.m. British summer time. And of course, that changes in the autumn because the clocks have to go forward and all that kind of stuff. Spring forward, fall back. So yeah, in the autumn they go back an hour, but we'll obviously update everything as and when that happens. But yeah, good to see you along tonight. Tonight's subject, by the way, as you very quite rightly pointed out, the ground loop isolator is the subject of tonight's discussion. Now, why am I featuring that? Well, I had a bit of a sound issue when I was recording a radio show recently, and in essence, it was causing this very, very high-pitched, like a whistle, like that, and you know, it was bearable because the software at the radio station kind of eliminated a lot of that and lifted the voice up anyway, so it was above that. And when it got to the radio to play back, you couldn't really notice it. But the problem was that, you know, you can hear it, and I'm going to play you samples of that this evening from the software that I recorded it into. So you'll see that firsthand and how that sound is really annoying. And what this ground loop isolator can do, and in actual fact, I've got one right now tonight in line from the output from the mixing desk into the computer, which is what you're hearing tonight. So the sound that's coming through that right now on mix 7 and 8, on my mixing console here from PreSonus, the Studio Live 32SC. Mix 7 and 8 is the output from the computer, from the mixing desk that's going into the computer, that's then going out to the stream, which you guys are hearing right now, okay? So that's how that works, and it's obviously eliminating any mains hum that you might have. And a ground loop isolator is just that. It's a series of cables which come into a round circular thing, like the diagram here. Let me just show you that. So the two wires either end are just phono cables, so RCA cables in and out. And then it goes into this tube. Now, I have no idea what the tube does, but what it does is it isolates any mains hum that you get from plugging things in that are nearby. So, you know, if you've got a lot of cables nearby and there's a lot of interference there, I used to get it a lot on my laptop when I used to DJ. And if you don't have the ground loop isolator in place and it's not directly plugged into whatever you're streaming out to, you know, via USB or whatever it might be, then you get this really high-pitched, like a whistle, almost like a whistle, but it's so high it's almost inaudible. But the thing is, it's very annoying, and you can hear that if you start waving cables around, like mains cables and stuff like that, then you tend to hear that as well. So it's best to kind of avoid that by trying to put one of these ground loop isolators in the circuit if you can. If you're using laptop to go live with or to DJ with or whatever it might be. And if you have a system where it plugs directly into the computer or directly into your mixing console, then that's okay. You're probably going to eliminate that kind of thing. But this is when it comes out of, let's say, the headphone socket of the laptop and goes directly into your speaker system or your amplifier or whatever it might be. That's the time when you're likely to hear the most of this kind of ground loop isolator thing as well. Let's just say hi to some people. Huge demand. That's otherwise known as Whip Profit from Canada is in the house watching on YouTube. Thank you very much indeed, Hugh. HDMB just joined, says hello. Nice to hear from you at last. It's been a long time, but it's good to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining tonight. We're talking about the ground loop isolator, which is something that I had to bring in because I was getting problems whilst recording the radio show that I do for Zest Liverpool. And what I'm going to do is bring you over to the... I get a heck of a lot of that hiss, almost like a robot trying to whistle. Yeah, and this is what you need to do is to put one of these ground loop isolators in place, which will then kind of eliminate that. If you can, because it's got a female left and right RCA cable on one end, and then a male left and right RCA cable on the other end. Okay, so you want to put that in between your circuit, however that is, and you might need to get some different cables or stuff like that, but this will eliminate that mains hum. And you can tell because as soon as you unplug the mains from that thing, then it automatically gets rid of that whistle that you've just mentioned there, Tom. So it does work. Trust me, it does work. What I'm going to do is show you the software that I use when I'm going live on, or at least pre-recorded on Zest Liverpool. This is called Playout One. It's the Web VT version. So when I'm recording a link into this particular system, so I've got the playlist in front of me. I know what's coming up. So this top of the hour link, TOH link there, you can see that where my mouse is. Let me just go to desktop. You see that a bit better. So the top of hour link, if you listen very carefully, you will hear the beginning of that link will have a very high-pitched whistle, and I'm going to get feedback. I know that because I've put the fader up on the desk, so just bear with me a second. Have a listen to this. Can you hear that? And that high-pitched whistle is exactly what you get when you don't have a mains, a ground loop isolator in place. Let me play that again. So have a listen to this.
We loud. What's up?
And you can even hear it in the link itself.
Make some noise!
Good afternoon. Welcome to Liverpool's big hit station. This is Zest. I'm Paul. Now, I've got Crystal Clear coming up for you. The song Piano Banana. Sigrid and Strangers as well after Camilla Cabello and Don't Go Yet.
This is Zest. Zest.
And you could almost hear it during the sweeper as well. So it wasn't just at the beginning. Like, when I play that again, you'll hear that high-pitched whistle. Have a listen. And again. I'm not making this up. That was exactly the problem that I had when I was recording the link. Let's go to the second link down. This is called a crunch and roll. So this is a short link. It's only 11 seconds in duration. Let's have a listen. See if it's on the front of there as well. Yeah, even worse. Have a listen.
Radio and DJ Craig Gorman coming up. First on Zest, new music from Love Regenerator and Eli Brown. The song's called We Can Come Together. And here it is at Liverpool's big hit station.
So, you can eliminate that noise by placing this ground loop isolator in place, in the circuit itself, coming from the laptop into whatever you're playing it back through, whether it's an amplifier or whether it's speakers or streaming live or whatever it might be. That's the actual issue is caused by the mains adapter for the laptop, and you'll know this as well because when you've got let's say for instance you've got headphones plugged into the headphone socket, it doesn't normally do it when that happens. But if you're going from the headphone socket to, let's say, an amplifier or a set of speakers, you're going to notice it then. But when you unplug the mains from the laptop, providing it can still work on battery power, of course. So I've had some laptops that wouldn't survive on battery power for less than 30 minutes, But if you've got a laptop that can survive on just battery, take the mains plug out of the laptop, and you'll hear that mains hum that you get will stop. And that's exactly what's causing it. It's the mains adapter from the laptop itself, and any other kind of mains generated hum and noise that you'll get from anything that you've got plugged in nearby. So this, as I say, isolates that and gets rid of it. This ground loop isolator I keep banging on about tonight. But I wanted to come on and show you because some people don't know what that is. And it's a very simple thing. You can buy it for £7.99 from Amazon, and it'll arrive in about 2 or 3 days. So if you need one, I would strongly suggest getting one. And then, obviously you might need to get some different cables and stuff, and have one that's got a male left and right RCA to maybe a mini jack, stereo mini jack perhaps on one end, and then whatever you connect to your speaker system on the other end. So just bear that in mind, that this ground loop isolator comes with a female pair of RCA sockets on one end and a male pair of RCA plugs on the other end. Okay, so you're going to need to kind of configure what you need as regards cables in order to make that work. All right. For me, out of the back of the mixer, believe it or not, I've got 2 jack plug adapters, and then the RCA plugs go into that adapter. Then it goes to the ground loop isolator. Then it goes from the ground loop isolator at the other end into the computer using a mini stereo jack. So it's a convoluted way of doing it, but it works for me, and the sound, as you can tell. Yeah, well, let's listen. You've obviously heard that second link. Let's listen to this one as well. This is what we call a forward promote. So this will be teasing what's coming up after the break. Okay, there's a couple of songs there. There's a retro song in there as well. Let's just have a listen to that link.
A fantastic retro tune on the...
See that at the beginning? You can hear that hiss again. Ready?
A fantastic retro tune on the way here at Zest. It's by Joss Stone from 2004. It's called You Had Me. Ahead of that, let me play you Joel Corey and Jax Jones. Their latest, Out Out, is up next at Liverpool's big hit station.
And then it goes into a sweeper and all that kind of stuff. For instance, it's difficult to tell, and you can hear it obviously when I put that up. You can hear that
A fantastic...
at the beginning. Stop that. But if I open up this as the mix, you get a better idea of how that sounds going into the break. So at the back of Photograph, the Felix Jum remix of Ed Sheeran's Photograph, into my little bit, the Web VT bit, and then into the sweeper at the end. Here we go. Have a listen to this.
Wait for me to come home.
A fantastic retro tune on the way here at Zest. It's by Joss Stone from 2004. It's called You Had Me. Ahead of that, let me play you Joel Corey and Jax Jones. Their latest, Out Out, is up next at Liverpool's big hit station.
Zest.
So, you get the idea. And actually that, because my VT was underneath the back end of Ed Sheeran's Photograph, the Felix Jam remix, you couldn't quite hear that high-pitched whistle. So actually it got rid of that, and that's sometimes how it works. But if it's in isolation, you can definitely hear that.
A fantastic...
At the beginning there. And it's really, really annoying. So the ground loop isolator gets rid of all of that kind of stuff. And I'm not sponsored by ground loop isolators at all. But you can get them, as I say, online very, very easily. And, it will sort your audio problems out. And normally these things... They when they're describing them online, they are describing them as if they're being used in a car stereo system, because they put them in line in car stereo systems to get rid of exactly what we're talking about now, this mains hums. You might get a ticking thing that comes from the engine, perhaps. It's causing a bit of interference. So so this does this does help. And they, as like I say, they use it in the motor industry for isolating that mains hum that you might get from not necessarily mains, but anything that's generated in the car. Let's catch up on some comments here. Tom says, to be fair, I should probably get my own audio interface mixer rather than borrowing Ben's. Well, hold fire on that, Tom, because I'm hoping to be stocking Focusrite and PreSonus fairly soon. Fingers crossed in the wind in the right direction, so you never know. Sammy Superstar says, hello, mate. Thank you very much indeed, Sammy. Hope you're well. Works. What's up, mate? We're just talking about the ground loop isolator. I'm not going to talk about it again because my throat's going, and I've got some coffee to to help it, but it's not helping very much. Hello, mate. Tom said you should sell them in your shop. Brilliant. It's not a bad idea, to be fair. So if I can get a good deal, I'll get them. Hugh Demand says, what page in Facebook? It's my Love Audio page. And I'm not seeing anything. It says I've got an error message saying, sorry, we're having trouble playing this video. Try again. Okay, fine. And it literally has got one person viewing, which is probably me anyway, and 0 comments. Oh, it's working now. But I don't know how far along the video it is. So you'll have to let me know. So yeah, go to Love Audio Production on Facebook, and you'll find us there. And I don't see any comments on Facebook coming up. But if you are there, drop me a line, wouldn't you? I'm going to try it. I'm going to say hi there, and then see if that comes up on my vMix social here. Hang on a second. It might take a while because there's some delay between Facebook and YouTube. So oh yeah, it did come up. Look at that. Hang on. Wait, watch. Here we go. And it shows it's from Facebook. Look, it's got a little Facebook icon in the middle. And my logo, Love Audio, because I've just posted it. So it does work. So go to our Facebook page. You can. So I'm streaming to 2 places at once tonight, guys. It's really exciting. And yeah, 1 viewer over there, and that's me probably. Yeah, but if you are over there, then please do say hi. Hopefully, my followers on Facebook will be able to comment as well. Fingers crossed, because I've got the comment moderation to followers. So fingers crossed, you guys can say hi and comment at the same time. That could be tricky, I know, but try it. Let me know. Apparently, I've been live streaming over there for 20 minutes. So it's about the same as YouTube, and I started it off at the same time. It was quite complex to get things working, but hopefully it is working, and there's no... Oh, Dan Woodward's on. Brilliant. So Dan Woodward says, hey, Paul, let's have a look at the socials. Hang on. Excuse me. It's not come up yet, but it will be any second now. There we go. That's Dan's message. And it shows he's from Facebook. Brilliant. And then that one shows it's from YouTube. So, yeah, Tom's still on YouTube, says, ooh, nice. Yeah, I think I've caught up with the comments. Tom says, hello, mate. Saying that to Sammy Superstar, all the way from New Jersey, on the east coast of America. Thank you very much for joining. Dan, are you still in Swindon? Do let us know in the comments. Yes, I do have a cold. Thanks for noticing. But I'll be fine. It's not COVID related because I've taken a lateral flow test and it's negative. I had to do that for a gig. The venue insisted on anybody visiting the venue, including all of the guests, had to do a lateral flow test and make sure it was negative before they were allowed to be anywhere near the place. Really, really strict. And some places are, some places aren't, you know, and that's just kind of the way it is. But yeah, but it was fine. So that's really cool. Just like that and like that. That's cool. Okay, good. Excuse me. Yeah, throat's getting a bit, do you know what I mean? So I don't know how long we can keep this up for. If you have any questions, by the way, on what you've seen tonight, let me know. And faithful to the tube, old school and original. No, absolutely. I was just trying it tonight, Rich, to see how it worked, and clearly it does, but it takes a bit of setting up. But now I've registered my software with Facebook. It kind of recognizes it, so it should be good for dual streaming in the future, particularly with the new channel, of course, which is Love Audio Bits. You know, it's worth letting you know about that one, loveaudiobits.co.uk. That's where the audio spares are being sold from. So the website is up and running. You can buy stuff on that, and also the YouTube channel is up and running, but it's not got anything on there yet. Paul, are you saying? No, I'm not going to say that. You should know better than to throw comments like that in the chat and expect me to put them on the screen. HDMB, do you have those acoustic panels up yet? Yeah, Tom. 2 seconds. Well, yeah, to see you can't really see them very well, but behind me, if I put the lighting up a bit, these are 2 of them that have been sprayed blue, and they're stuck on the walls right now. They're just there, look. So, and they are 1200 millimeters by 600 millimeters. So they're quite tall. But I've got 2 up there, and you can see the top of my IKEA filing cabinet. Just which direction am I going? They're just there. That's going up on the wall, and there's enough space for 2 of them side by side. So they'll go in between those 2 panels. I've also got 1 panel up near the door. Let me show you that. Oh, let's bring you around here. Hang on, so I can do that a bit more. Just, whoops. Yeah, just there. Oh, yeah, I'm pointing at it. Hang on. Yeah, just there. You can see that. So there's one on there, and I'm going to put the rest up above the side of the studio, that side of those panels there, and also behind some screens that are over there as well on the wall. So they're not all up yet, but thanks very much for asking. Hang on, let me just do that up again. Wait. Just trying to get you guys balanced, level. There you go. Perfect. Yes, we've got the man cave sign behind here, so that illuminates. Let's move that out of the way. Oh, yeah, you're going to laugh at this. Wow, they look good in blue. Yeah, they do. And I used where's the stuff? Yeah, this is like a water-based spray paint. So I've been doing graffiti down the street. No, I haven't. But I've been spraying 4 of them in blue, and they look really good. So I might do the other 4 as well, because there's 8 tiles in total. So I might keep that as the theme, you know, to keep them blue with the Love Audio Bits logo as well. So, yeah, really, really good. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Somebody going past on a skateboard any minute now. I don't know who that was. Some random skater going past on his board. Rich says micropub. Not yet. After the stream, yes, because I've told Paul that I will go in for a quick libation before I go home. And you know what? Because the weather's been gorgeous. I've got like I put my gazebo up on my roof terrace, and been sitting out there in the evening, just a glass of wine, some music playing, some candles. You know, it's quite nice. It's quite nice and relaxed and chilled. It's really good. Maybe leave the other panels, bit of contrast. Yeah, but they're not going to go next to the blue ones. So, you know, if I do that, then the walls are white anyway, and the tiles are white. So, not sure. But thank you for your comment about the ones being blue, which is brilliant. These are the panels, bit of contrast. Yeah, if they were next to each other, which they were going to be originally, but I decided to do 2 like that, so I could put those other filing cabinets in between them, and then 2 up here you don't really see unless you walk into the shop. So that might be like a white one and a blue one next to each other. And then on the other wall, then I might do a kind of contrast again with the white and the blue as well. Because I've got a blue one over there to go up, and it's next to a white one, so that might be good. Either way, which is cool. Either way works. Yeah, it's good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Tom, you and I need to have a chat about the business. Give me a call in the week when you are free. Thank you very much. Now, I wanted to share something with you. This is hilarious. You'll love this, right? Now, can you see this? By the way, this is the microphone muff that I had, and there's one on the one in the booth as well. And you may or may not notice something missing. Look at this. Hang on, let's turn that contrast down a bit. It's a bit bright, isn't it? There you go. So yeah, look. Notice anything different? Same one, exactly the same one. But you know what? And they smell gorgeous. I decided, rightly or wrongly, I decided to wash them. So I put them in a wash, 40-degree wash, 60 minutes. Rich Vibe says, yeah, no Love Audio sign. Guess what? All the letters fell off in the wash. I kid you not. There was like, you know, you could have done, it was like alphabet spaghetti. It was everywhere. These tiny little letters with the Love Audio production words and the dots. Even the dots fell off, right? And then the little wave file like that, fell off in the washing machine. So I've got 2 unbranded, which is great, right? Because the logo's changed. It's got a little thicker, you know, with the font and stuff like that. So I've got 2 unbranded, white-ish mic muffs that smell delicious because it's got fabric conditioner in it. It smells great. But it's the first time they've been washed since I've had them. So, you know, it was good to kind of get that clean, if you will. So both mic muffs are now spotlessly clean, smell great, and they've got no writing on them. which is cool. And you know, to have them overprinted costs a fortune, so I'm just going to leave them like they are. I mean, they're great for branding. Don't get me wrong. You know, have the new logo on there. Maybe I might get around to doing it. Maybe I'll send these back and say, oh, "Come on, guys, the letters fell off." You know, you should tell your they should give you a warning. Summer breeze muff, what every man wants. Yeah, it's a new fragrance. Hang on, I've got to get some of these up here. Hang on. No love audio sign. Oops. Summer breeze muff. Yeah, let's get that on there. Gotta have that on there, haven't you? And yeah, what every man wants. Absolutely. Tom is laughing his head off. Thank you very much indeed for that, Tom. I thought you'd enjoy that. I thought you'd like to share that with me. But yeah, do not wash sign written mic muffs because the letters fall off. And I was thinking, hang on a minute, what's this on the floor? It's like come out with all the washing. It's like little O's and L's and little tiny little. I'm thinking, oh no, I know what's happened. And so, you know, I scraped them all up, see if I could put them all back together again, but I couldn't find all the letters. They're all over the place. Anyway, I vacuumed it up. It was fine. Get one with Love Audio bits. Well, you know, if I did get them done again, I'd probably get like. Here's an idea: Love Audio on one side, Love Audio production like that, right? And then Love Audio bits on that side. Huh? What do you reckon? Huh? Good idea. And this is getting a little out of hand, guys. Rich says, no, not every man. No, you're probably right there. And and Tom is right. The hygiene is very important. Hygiene is very important. Nobody likes a smelly muff, to be fair, says Tom. Rich says, good idea about the dual branding. Yeah, it's got to be a lot cheaper, hasn't it? You know, just to get... I'll send them back to them and go, look, I've washed it. The letters fell off. What are you going to do, guys? Huh? I'm not supplying you... Like, you're not supplying me with 2 brand new muffs, but I want 2 logos, 1 on each side. Can you do it, right? I might do that, and I'll let you know next week what they say and see what the turnaround is. Might have been where you got that cold from. I doubt it. It's probably the gigs I've been doing, mate. So, yeah, probably somebody passing it around or somebody leaning across the counter and sneezing or something. But anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed the 2 muffs. Lucky, I know, right? You know, one is enough for any man, but having 2 is a bonus because you know I can put it in the voiceover booth, and it'll be dual branded. So I'll give them a shout. Give the guys a shout that did it last time and see what they get up to. Just looking at Facebook, no comments on there, and nobody watching either, so it doesn't really matter. Thanks, guys. Thanks very much. It will be available on a playback, but I'll probably delete it off Facebook, to be fair. I was only trying it tonight to see if it works or not. Notifications, blah, 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 blah. Nope, that's fine, okay. Let's go back to here. 2 muffs, lucky. Yeah, got that. Let's try and check the comments, make sure I've not forgotten anything. Tom said, oh, no, I can't remember what was it about. Oh, yeah, that was about the letters, wasn't it? That's it. I think I've caught up. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the kind of detailed look into what a ground loop isolator does. And if you need one, get one for your system, and you'll notice a hell of a lot of difference. Honestly, the audio will be so much clearer. You know, going into whatever you record to, perhaps, I don't know, whatever it might be. But, you know, if you're getting that high-pitched whistle thing, it's being caused generally by a laptop mains adapter. Because as soon as you unplug that from your computer, your laptop, you'll notice a complete difference. Obviously, you can't do that on a PC because it will just crash. But you can on a laptop because it's got a battery power backup, right? And you know, I found a heap of difference by putting that in the chain, in the audio chain. And it makes such a difference to the sound. And if you're mixing on headphones, you're going to notice that an awful lot clearer than you are listening perhaps through speakers. But definitely, you know, you can tell on that audio that I played you. Hang on a sec. Put the right fader up. There we go. Have a listen.
A fantastic.
So just at the beginning, have a listen.
A fantastic.
It's like, I can't even get that high, but it's that kind of annoying whistle. And if we go to, on the same software, right? If we go to today's date, which is September 6, and we go to, let's say, 12 noon, and we listen to this. This is my 12 noon link. Hang on, didn't hear that, did you? Sorry. Try this. Here we go.
This is Zest.
Let's go! Liverpool's big hit station. This is Zest. Paul here, Monday afternoon. How's it going? I'm going to play Olivia Rodrigo, dubbed the biggest song of the summer so far. Plus, Clean Bandit and Mabel, right after Becky Hill with David Guetta. Remember,
Zest.
Now you'll notice that when I breathed in, like, it picked up every single nuance of that breath, right? Now the reason for that is, when you do a link into this particular software, it's got processing on it that makes it sound more radio, if you know what I mean, right? So it's really powerful, and there is a setting where you can turn it off. So on the settings thing here, there's a processed microphone on import. Now generally I would have that off, and you just hear my voice as it's coming out right now, right? But it still gets processed anyway. Even with that off, it still processes my voice. So when it plays back, it sounds more radio, more beefy, more kind of, like FM radio does. Okay, so that's why I need to back off the mic when I'm breathing, and then move forward for the link. Do you know what I mean? So and then do the link, or put a bigger gate on it so it's not letting so much of that background through. But I thought you'd find that quite interesting as well. I'm going to log out of there in case I make any mistakes. In fact, let me just see if my logs for Tuesday are in. Hang on, let's have a look. Tuesday 7th. And if we go to 10 a.m., I'm on 10 till 2 now, by the way, on Zest Liverpool. So my logs are in. You can have a look. This is what I'm playing tomorrow morning, first thing, 10 o'clock. So I've got Jonas Brothers and Marshmello, Leave Before You Love Me. Ed Sheeran and Chance the Rapper with Cross Me. That's from 2019. And then we start with Mabel, Let Them Know. See that? So tomorrow's logs is in. That's brilliant. That means I can even record it tonight, but I'm not going to because I'm going to save my voice. Let's have a look on the socials. I need to get me some... I'm not going to say that either, Rich. So, yeah, I'm going to ban you if you do that again. Put a brand on it too. Excellent. Whatever you meant in the previous comment, then that's entirely up to you. Just don't do it again. That's that. I'm not going to go any further with that particular comment. Thank you so much. And you're the one with the spanner. You should know better. Shocking behavior. Anyway, guys, that's almost it for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to, as I say, subscribe if you've not done so. I know you guys have anyway because you get notified. But if you're watching this on a playback, and careful, Rich. 3 strikes and you're out, says Tom. And so click the bell icon. You'll get notified when I go live next. Generally, it's a Monday night at BST, 8 o'clock. And what else can I show you? Look at the website, loveaudio.co.uk. I've got plenty of stuff on there as well. Merch you can find over at spring.com. Look for the Love Audio's merch store, and you'll find it there. And, of course, find the other website, loveaudiobits.co.uk. That is it, guys. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll catch you next week. And I'll let you know about the muffs, all right? Take care. Didn't.